Hello everyone, thanks for taking a look at my video and presentation of this Jaguar today. This is Nathan, thanks for joining in and taking a look, and welcome to my walk around and detailed presentation of this car and to other videos on my channel that you may enjoy. Thanks for taking a look. This is a 2004 XJ8. This is the flagship, this is the mothership of the brand of the Jaguar brand, just like all of the others have their big giant full-size cars like a 7 Series BMW, an Audi A8, etc. This is it for the Jaguar lineup. This car is beautiful, this car is remarkable, this car has been well cared for. It's a nice color combination, exterior topaz metallic with sand beige interior, sand beige leather. One of the best parts about this car, it's as nice as you see it to be so far. It has no damage, no rust, no door dings, no nothing. It's just absolutely wonderful, and it only has 102,000 miles. Think about that. It's a 2004, currently it's 2023, so 102,000 miles with some quick math is a little over 5,000 miles per year. So this car has had very, very light usage over the years. It has had only one family owner. It was owned by two different elderly people, but all within the same family. The second bought it from the first estate after she had passed, and both obviously took great care of it and sparingly drove it with the mileage, with how low the miles are. I mean, think about it. The car should have what? About 200,000 miles, 250,000 miles really. It should have about 250,000 even with a 12,000 per year mileage calculation. The wheels are beautiful, Michelin tires. I'm going to show you all of this up close. Check out the cat on the hood, like a small mountain cat. Jaguar Leaper on the hood. She's beautiful and majestic and says, "Here I come." The paint's in great shape. The interior is like new. There is nothing negative about this car. I'm going to tell you about all of the positives and about all of its history here right now. So let me begin. It has great options, and also, before I forget to say, it has the original window sticker. We'll look at this in more detail when we go inside the car, but just over $60,000 when it was new. 4.2 liter V8. It's like there it is, 294 horsepower, 6-speed transmission. Car has all kinds of creature comforts and amenities, heated seats front and rear. Matter of fact, the heated seat package was the only option on this car's build. But 6-speed transmission, it's smooth and refined on the highway. Side airbags front and rear, amazing for 2004. Inspired by over 70 years of legendary performance and design. I'll show you that in more detail when we go inside the car, but look at the great fuel mileage on the road, 28 miles to the gallon on the freeway. It's just a great road cruising car. It's running right now. You hear it? Barely. Just fantastic. Fantastic. So, everything works on the car. It needs nothing. The recent maintenance that was just done right now was a fresh oil service, a 4-wheel alignment, and a new battery. I'll show you the battery. It's in the trunk. I'll show you that when we get to the trunk. These Michelin tires have 8/32 tread front and rear and are smooth, quiet. Brakes are in excellent shape. You can see the nice tread on the Michelins. There's the tire size, 235, 55, 17. Brakes are nice. Brakes have 8 millimeters front and rear, so the brakes have a lot of time left as well. In its past services, this is some of, I want to just say here right now. In September of 22, the rear differential fluid was changed, along with the brake fluid flushed, power steering fluid flushed, and the cooling system, the coolant flushed. At that time, it also had new spark plugs. This total service was about $1,000. In early of 2022, it had a new fuel pump module and the fuel transfer pump. There are two different pumps in this car, or two different things that control the fuel management. Both of them were replaced. along with new rear sway bar links. In 2020, the Michelin tires you see on it were installed, along with both tie rod ends being replaced and new spark plugs at that time as well. So it's had a couple of sets of spark plugs just in the last few years. In 2021, the transmission fluid and filter were changed. And then this is a big one coming up next. Back in 2015, again, the most recent owner replaced the Jaguar. Originally, this had Jaguar air suspension, and most of you who look at this may know this. You can see it right here on the window sticker. It says leveling air suspension. So, like a lot of European cars, Mercedes and the like, they like to do these air ride suspensions, but they only last so long. They're great. Land Rover, terrible about them as well. They go bad. But this had a conversion kit done with a Strutmaster's strut conversion kit. Was installed in 2015, so it eliminates the air struts, and it now has a regular conventional spring and strut and coil spring setup, so no more air struts, and this should last literally the life of the car. Strutmasters is a really well-known brand and does a nice job of making these conversion kits to convert air suspension to conventional suspension, and it truly doesn't sacrifice any of the ride quality on the car. So kudos to Strutmasters, definitely do a nice job. That ticket to do that on this car in 2015 was about $2,000 between parts and labor, but yet another benefit, another positive to this car. It's had regular routine maintenance and oil changes throughout the years. It drives fantastic in my classic fashion of the way I present cars and show them to you. I will make a separate video of me test driving this car both in the city and the freeway just a few minutes after I conclude making this one, and I take a short water potty break. So take a look for that on my channel as well, and if you like what I do, please subscribe to my channel. All right, now I've told you all the positive. There is one negative thing, but it's not a big negative in my opinion or at the age of this car. The negative is, and we have yet to go over the interior. Let me set down my clipboard and grab something here. You can see how beautiful the interior is. I'm going to pop the hood because to talk about the negative thing, I need to show you under the hood. So in December, get what I need here. In December of 2020, the car hit a deer on the left front corner right here. So I've opened the hood and we're going to look under there. Hit a deer on the left front corner. Car has never had any collisions with any other cars or any other accidents or any other incidences. I'm going to show you some photographs here in a moment, but right here, the fender was damaged, dented, the hood was dented, this headlight was cracked. This had to be replaced. There was no other mechanical damage to the car, and as such, but because of being a Jaguar, the insurance company, hold on, one-handed here, the insurance company bailed out and didn't want to take on the liability of having this repaired. So in order to keep the car, the only way to do that was to purchase it from the insurance company, take the funds that they were offering, and then the owner had the car repaired, which resulted in, as you may know, as what I'm leading up to, a rebuilt title on the car for that very reason. But I want to stress, and I can't stress enough, this was all that was damaged, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. This here is a photograph, a printed photograph of this very car, and exactly what happened right there. So you can see the pelt of fur that the deer left behind, and you can see where the fender is crinkled, like right here. You can see that the hood is buckled a little bit, like right there. That's a real up close, but here we go. There it is a little further away. You can can see the lift in the hood right there and how it pushed this headlight lens back a little bit. Okay, now look at that and look at it now. Look at that and look at it now. Look at it compared to the other side. It's all fixed. It's all perfect. This was totally minor. This was a really minor cosmetic. There's the overall car right there with the same noted damage, okay? This was minor damage and all cosmetic, but insurance companies don't want to be on the hook. They don't want to get into a bigger bill. Let me pick these up here a second. Hang on. Insurance companies don't want to get into a bigger bill on the repairs, so they say, well, here's the money and we're done. So what it does mean is that yes, it has a what's called a rebuilt title, okay? But you've seen the pictures, you've seen the proof, and you see how nice everything is here at this corner. You know, there is nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be worried about with this car. It's if I didn't tell you, you may not know, but of course I'm telling you because that's how I do things and that's how I present cars. But again, look here at how flush this headlight is on the passenger side, and you've got the same thing going on here on this side. If you look really closely, the very tip of this fender has been reworked to fix it. Let me shut the hood a moment so you can see here, but when you look from side to side, right to left, and right to left, there's very little difference, and they did a very nice job repairing it. Of course, I mean, I think I don't need to say this, but I'm going to say it. This fender was refinished, which means it was repainted along with the hood. But look at the color, especially on a day like today where the skies are overcast. The color match and the paintwork is beautiful. It was done at a local shop here in Columbus called Excite Motorsports. They did a very nice job. So that's the story with that. I mean, it is what it is. It's something in the history. But the good news is, again, it's not like it happened last week. The car has traveled a fair number of miles, and I'm having a hard time with this with my left hand. Car has traveled a fair number of miles, and obviously a fair amount of time since that happened. So, and it is fine. It's right. It runs, it drives beautifully, and that's all the damage was. So the insurance company worried that there could be more, but there wasn't. And and I meant to say, the total, which I do have a receipt and record of, the total for this work was $3,000. So it's not like it was $20,000. It was $3,000 for the headlight, the bodywork on the two panels. These are still the original panels. These were not replaced. The only thing that was replaced was the headlight. So $3,000. So anyway, let's look under the hood here now, and then we will look over the rest of the car. This is a sticker about a recall that was performed back in 2009. Not a whole lot to see under here, but you can hear how quiet it is. There's the bolts of the new struts coming up through here, and then there's a relay to that system that basically makes the car think that everything's fine with the air suspension, so that there's no warning message or anything about that. So bottom side of the hood pad is in great shape. All right, let's take a listen here for a moment. And then let me see if I can reach here. Get some RPMs up here a little bit on this. See? This kitty likes to run. This little small mountain cat. There we go, right here. Sounds great, and it runs great, and it drives amazing. 4.2 liter V8. All right, I'm gonna shut this hood now, and we'll take a look over the interior. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Move my stuff here. Driver's side seat, remarkable. The leather is soft and nice. It's in great shape. It's smooth, it's wonderful. Heated seats in the front and the back. Look how nice the bolster is. Airbags down the side all the way from the front to the back. There's no cracking on the bolster on the side. Even the headrests are power on this car. Check it out. Up, down. Right, you use this to make it go up and down. Lumbar support. Burl wood, an abundance of burl wood throughout this car. And this is real burl wood. This isn't that plasticky garbage that you see in these newer cars. This is the real deal. And that's cool. I mean, it's always been a big Jaguar thing, but as we look over this interior, you're going to see how much wood there is in it, but that's always been a big Jaguar thing. Memory seat on the driver's side with 3 different settings, power windows and locks and mirrors and all that, of course. It does have a power adjustable steering column, up, down, or down, up, and then in or out and in. And then if you switch this to the pedals position, it has power adjustable pedals. See the pedals moving slowly right there, and then back out again. Yeah, so power adjustable column and pedals. Yes, awesome. All right, let's hop in here. There's a little bit of moisture in the carpet underneath these plastic mats. That's what this white is, if you notice this and you're wondering. I just had it recently detailed. The carpet's still just a little damp because I just picked it up this morning. So I'm gonna remove these mats after this video, make sure that carpet gets nice and dry. Look at the beautiful burl wood on the steering wheel. The Jaguar cat facing you right at attention. Beautiful wood across the top here. Wonderful. The leather's in great shape. The stitching is in great shape. The stitching across here is beautiful. This is all leather too across here. The only wear on this steering wheel is a little bit right here on the left, just a little bit of color wear, but really minor. It's still nice and soft, okay? There's the exact mileage, 102,050, what's that say, 58, oh my goodness. It just turned 102,000. Fantastic. The auto headlights you can turn on here, and then you can also increase or decrease how much headlight delay you want with these little markers, and you can watch it change right there. Auto lamp delay, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 minutes. I like long time. The trip button at the end of this can show you your trip odometer, your distance to empty, average fuel, instant fuel, all that fun stuff, and then back to your miles on the car. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The dashboard is in great shape. There's no issues with anything there. Let me move my stuff. There we go. The dashboard's really nice. Compass in the mirror. Mirror's nice and clean and clear. Home link for the garage door right here. One touch power sunroof right there. And back the other way. The sunroof shade is nice here, the fabric shade. The headliner is nice on this car. There are no issues on it. It's tight, it's nice, it's clean. There's just nothing negative to say. Look at the beautiful burl wood all around the shifter. Big shifter handle with what's called the J gate here because it looks like a J. You just take it straight down to D for drive and up to P for park, park. Electronic parking brake, ashtray, and a cigarette lighter, a real cigarette lighter that doesn't look like it's been used, maybe once, but inside here, got a compartment down in there and then some cup holders. This slides back to expose the cup holders, but I myself like to leave it forward to keep them covered because it looks more finished and nice. Radio, simple CD player. There are steering wheel controls for the audio volume and the channel you can seek right here on the outside. You can push right there to go to the next state, your next program station. See the P4, P5, so on and so on. Climate control is very easy to use, has outside temperature display, which is nice, quick and easy to dial it down, turn the fan down, leave it on auto, whatever you want. Heated seats in the front, door lock, unlock is there. Valet mode locks out the glove box, and then you're supposed to give the valet like the valet key, which, on that subject, this car has its valet key, or as they would say in Britain, valet. It has the valet key. It also has another master key. So this car has 2 of these master keys with the buttons. Two of them. This is only one of them. So 2 of these, and then 1 valet key, which the valet key is just the key shank with just a head on it, not the buttons. So you can open the trunk from this. You can turn on the lights when you walk up, approach lighting. So there is that. In the glove box, the owner's manuals are in here. The leather on the case is peeling a little bit, so it's been put in a plastic bag to keep it from getting the glove box dirty, but all the books are there in the inside the leather case. Here's the original window sticker again, a little more closely. 70 years of legendary performance and design. Look at the cool Jaguars of past years, the E-Type, the XKR. I've never even seen a D-Type, to be honest. C-Type I've seen, the XK120 I've seen. It was delivered new to Jaguar Louisville in Louisville, Kentucky. There's the color names, Topaz on the outside, sand on the inside. There's the heated seat package. Here's that standard equipment list again, if you want to see it. Side airbags, dynamic stability control, Car has a full-size spare. I'm going to show you when we look at the trunk. Rain sensing wipers. I mean, really advanced for 2004, you know? And then look at that, $60,945. Crazy. This would be $100,000 easy today. $100,000 car, easy. I love the centrally mounted clock. I think every car should just have a simple clock like that. I love watches, so that's probably why I like the clock so much. This clock in this 2004 is nicer than some I've seen in newer, brand new $150,000 Mercedes and other brands. This is just nice, clean. It has the nice markings, nice white hands, has the Jaguar logo on the back, on the face of it, and it's easy to change the time with the minus and plus. It's the way it should be. I like older things. I don't like new fancy things that take an hour and a half to figure out how to change the time. So, all right, let's keep moving here. I've talked a lot up there in the front. Look how clean and nice the door jambs are, the sill plate. Very, very nice, tidy. In the back seat, it's just as nice as the front. The leather is perfect. Nothing negative back here at all. Backs of the seats are super nice. Door panel, beautiful. Let's see. Oh, here's a better view of the headliner from the back. And then also, really interesting, there's the front. Side airbags are in the sides of the seats here, but then they're actually, this curtain ones are here in these leather ensconced handles. Yep. So they come out of here, I believe. Heated seats in the rear, right there. Very nice. Yep. Vents back there. Pull down here. Big fat armrest with more cup holders. Not very big, but there they are. A little tray to put your most prized possessions in. And of course it's wrapped in leather. Child seat anchors across the back if you do have kids or grandkids in car seats. Notice also that this car does not have an antenna. There's no antenna on the outside. There's nothing on the rear. There's nothing in the front. Why? Because it's in the glass. Antenna, antenna, antenna. These first 3 lines of the antenna, the rest is the rear defrost. You push on the Jaguar kitty cat right here to open the trunk, and it is just as clean as the rest of the car. If it had a CD changer, it would be in here. It does not, so this is just like a little compartment, little place to store some things. But the carpet in here is absolutely perfect. As you see, bottom of the trunk, super clean and nice as well. It's a little furry from a cleaning towel. Yeah, that's all that was. Super nice, super nice. Down under here, full-size spare tire. Look at that. You don't get that anymore either with brand new cars. Full-size spare, jack, tools, tow hook, all here like it should be. And that is the brand new battery that I mentioned way back in the beginning amongst all of the new parts. It was just time for a new battery, so it got a brand new battery. So super clean in here, just like it should be. Very, very nice. And if you don't want to touch the paint, there's a grab handle here. I always try to demonstrate the use of, oh, I didn't pull it hard enough. Pull it like that. This does have a closer, but it's just right at the end. So as soon as the latch, right there, as soon as the latch hits, it'll pull it the rest of the way down. You can see the short movement. It's not like the old Cadillacs or town cars where you had to stop and click it and then it pulled it down almost a full inch. This is a little different. Super clean inside the gas door, but I didn't pop that. There's the other seat. Don't forget to watch my video driving it as well. I enjoy to do this and present these cars and make the content and help educate people about this car or their own car if they have the same one. Nothing gets me greater pleasure than when someone says that they learned something from my video about their car and they already own one of these or they're looking to buy one or whatever the case. Makes me very happy. This passenger side seat is just as nice, if not even nicer than the driver. I mean, the driver has a little more lines and checking, as I call it, here on the bolsters of the upper and the lower, but this is plenty nice. Very, very clean and nice. You don't get a memory seat on the passenger side, but you do get a little tiny ashtray. That's something you wouldn't see in a brand new car, I can promise you that. But nobody should be smoking, right? Nobody should be smoking. But to each their own. Beautiful, 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 beautiful all the way. There is nothing negative to say on the outside, and there's really nothing to say on the in. There's nothing negative to say on the inside, and there's really nothing negative to say about the outside. I've enjoyed to talk about this car and show you and present it to you. I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave any comments or suggestions. I try to do better with every video I make. I appreciate your comments, suggestions. I appreciate if you gain some knowledge or some insight by watching this. This car is wonderful. The issue that happened up here with the deer is absolutely just a minor inconvenience to this car and a much better situation than if it was a collision with another vehicle. Oh, look, the sun's gonna come out right here at the end so you can see it with a little bit of sunlight. This is hard to find. This is hard to find a 2004 with only 102,000 miles that's been lovingly cared for and kept in a garage and not smoked in and just well taken care of with documentation to prove it. And just what a wonderful car. So definitely take a look at my driving video so you can see how nice it drives, but it is nothing less than amazing with those wonderful Michelin tires, and it's just a wonderful road car, great fuel mileage. I appreciate you watching, and come check me out on the driving video and make it a great day. Until next time, bye-bye.